between Cosatu. Can you just tell us, give us a gist of what actually happened, that the PKTT must be disbanded?
Well, the very last question. I appointed the Madlanga Commission to investigate and go into the allegations that have been made against Minister Mchunu. So a lot has been said, and a lot will continue to be said. As the person who appointed the commission, I will await the moment when the proceedings, when a report is tabled. Before I comment, I cannot run a contemporaneous comment. I will wait until all the matters are properly ventilated, and thereafter we will be able to comment.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we dive deep into the growing tensions within South Africa's political landscape as President Cyril Ramaphosa finally breaks his silence and responds to a range of burning issues, including the controversial remarks made by former police minister Senzo Mchunu about the disbandment of the Political Killings Task Team, or PKTT. This development has sparked heated debates across the country, raising questions about accountability, political interference, and the state of justice in South Africa. Before we begin, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest updates on South Africa's most pressing political stories. Also, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. We love hearing your opinions on these important national issues. Now, let's get into it. President Cyril Ramaphosa recently addressed several concerns that have been making headlines, particularly following Senzo Mchunu's explosive claims about the handling of the Political Killings Task Team. Mchunu, who was recently at the center of controversy, accused KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nlanhla Mkhwanatsi of threatening him after his decision to disband the PKTT, a move that has angered many who believe the task team played a crucial role in tackling politically motivated assassinations in the province. Ramaphosa, however, has come forward to defend his administration's position. He emphasized that government decisions are not made in isolation or out of personal interest, but are based on collective assessments of effectiveness and accountability. The president insisted that law enforcement remains fully committed to fighting political violence, but also pointed out that internal reviews are sometimes necessary to ensure that resources are being used efficiently and that corruption or bias does not undermine the credibility of these investigations. But this issue goes deeper than just a single task team. Mchunu's remarks expose internal cracks within the ANC government, hinting at disagreements between top officials over how to handle sensitive political cases. His comments were seen by many as a sign of frustration and betrayal, especially after he was reportedly suspended amid allegations of misconduct and poor decision-making. Mchunu fired back publicly, claiming that he was being scapegoated for decisions that were made with the full knowledge and support of higher authorities, including President Ramaphosa himself. Ramaphosa's latest statements seem to be an attempt to put out the political fire before it spreads. Speaking during a recent media briefing, he called for calm and reminded South Africans that the fight against political killings and corruption must remain a national priority, not a personal battlefield. He also said that political leaders should refrain from making reckless comments that could jeopardize ongoing investigations or erode public confidence in law enforcement institutions. The PKTT, which was originally established under the Zuma administration, had been tasked with investigating a wave of assassinations in KwaZulu-Natal linked to political rivalries, especially within the ANC. Over the years, the team reportedly made several breakthroughs, but also faced accusations of bias and internal sabotage. Its disbandment under Mchunu's leadership raised eyebrows, as many saw it as a step backward in the fight against political violence, a persistent problem in South Africa's democracy. Critics argue that by allowing the team to be disbanded, the Ramaphosa administration sent the wrong message about accountability and justice. Opposition parties like the EFF and the DA have accused the president of protecting his allies while turning a blind eye to corruption and mismanagement within his own ranks. The DA's shadow minister of police went as far as to say that the disbandment of the PKTT shows how deeply political interference has eroded South Africa's criminal justice system. However, Ramaphosa's allies within the ANC maintained that the decision was administrative, not political. They argue that restructuring or merging investigative teams is a normal part of reforming the police service, especially in light of ongoing challenges like underfunding, corruption, and overlapping mandates between different law enforcement units. They also claim that Mchunu's public outburst was an attempt to deflect blame and paint himself as a victim of political persecution. Still, many South Africans are not convinced. For communities affected by political killings, especially in KwaZulu-Natal, this controversy feels like a reminder that justice continues to be delayed. Families of victims have expressed disappointment and fear that their cases will once again be buried under political maneuvering. Civil society organizations have also called for transparency, demanding that Parliament hold hearings to investigate why the PKTT was really disbanded and whether any political figures tried to interfere with its work. In response to these growing calls, behind the scenes, ANC insiders suggest that this fallout may have deeper political undertones. With the ruling party facing internal divisions ahead of future elections, power struggles are intensifying between factions loyal to Ramaphosa and those aligned with other senior figures. Mchunu's open defiance, they say, could be part of a broader push by disgruntled ANC members who feel sidelined by Ramaphosa's leadership style, one they describe as distant cautious and overly dependent on public image rather than decisive action. Political analysts have also weighed in, saying that this moment is a test for Ramaphosa's leadership. His response to the Mchunu controversy will determine whether he can still command authority within his cabinet and the broader ANC. It could also shape how voters view his administration's commitment to fighting corruption and ensuring justice, especially after years of unfulfilled promises and public frustration. As the dust settles, South Africans are left asking key questions. Was the disbandment of the political killings task team truly about reform, or was it about silencing certain investigations? Did Mchunu overstep his authority, or was he sacrificed for exposing uncomfortable truths within the system? And most importantly, will President Ramaphosa's latest reassurances translate into real action, or are we witnessing yet another round of political damage control? Only time will tell how this political storm unfolds. But one thing is certain. The fight for accountability in South Africa's political landscape is far from over. The divisions within the ANC continue to grow, and every new controversy seems to reveal just how fragile the balance of power has become at the top of government. If you've been following this story closely, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you believe Ramaphosa's explanation, or do you think Senzo Mchunu was right to speak out? Do you think the disbandment of the political killings task team was justified, or does it raise more red flags about corruption and political cover-ups? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more South African political updates, and share this video with others who care about truth, justice, and accountability in our country. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay engaged, and see you next time. Estimated duration, 8 to 10 minutes.